Welcome back, everyone, to another Real Trivia Face-Off matchup. We are continuing the Summer Tournament series here today, and I am joined by the mysterious one, Matthew Chan, in the table as the co-announcer here today. And we have an exciting matchup here, Matthew.
Yeah, no, for sure. Colin versus Sophie is going to be an interesting match. They're both pretty equal in strength, so it'll be interesting to see how everything plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. Colin, the Coolin topping, he's here since the very first season of the league. He had a good start, and then he had a rough few matchups, and then in his past match, I think he's starting to get his footing back on. It's going to be interesting how he faced Sophie in this one with his current record of 2-2 with one technical knockout. And then on the other side, we got the Groovy. Now she changed her nickname from the Wise to the Groovy, Sophie Planos. She had a rough start as well, and then she won her next match in I think, one of the best match in general. It's a three-way match, very high scoring, but it's a fantastic match, that one that she did.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, and what do you expect from this match here today?
I think this one is also it's gonna go down to the wheel. I feel like if they get lucky with get one of their strengths, then they'll be able to do really well. But maybe if they both are tied in round 3, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, and both of them does look very confident going in. Either they've seen the wheel beforehand, as we give the opportunity for competitors if they want to do that, as to every other competitors as well. They seem confident about it. I think it's going to come down to the round 3 and how they arrange their difficulty and strengths and everything like that. I think they're prepared as ever for their strengths and weakness in round 2. Round 1 is a toss-up as usual. But yeah, let's just throw it to our competitors and see what they have to say. And let's do that, starting with the wise Sophie Planos.
Hello. I'm really excited for this match. Never really been in a tournament before, so this is going to be exciting. I'm excited to play Colin. He seems like he knows his stuff, so it should be. I'm hoping for a close match, even though my heart can't really take it. Yeah. Just want to wish him a good luck. No trash talk today, really.
All right, so that is the wise Sophie Planos, as always. Oh, sorry, not wise, the groovy Sophie Planos. Very humble, as always, very humble. But let's see what the Coolin topping have to say about that.
Hi guys, I'm looking forward to today's match. Oh wow, thank you, Matt. Okay. Oh man, Sophie's obviously been watching a lot of movies, as evidenced by her Letterboxd, so I'm excited and nervous for today's match, but I think it'll at least be exciting, so let's see how it goes.
All right, yeah, once again, both of them very respectful to each other. What do you think of those promos, Matthew?
Yeah, no, just very respectful. They're just here to have fun, so it's exciting.
And yeah, just a brief preview once again to the tournament bracket. We have seen recently John the Parasite Petrovich defeating Kale, the Kaleidoscope Arthur, and that is the lower half of the bracket. And now we're seeing the upper half of the right side in Colin versus Sophie. So this is going to be, we're seeing the right side of the bracket first here, and then the next few weeks we'll probably see the left side if the scheduling aligns. But this should be interesting. And yeah, there are very mixed, what's it called, allegiance in the live chat right now. So I think both of them are very evenly matched once again, 500 record each of them. So yeah, let's just go to the player introductions. You ready, Matthew?
Yeah.
All right. So introducing first, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, she is the 10th ranked competitor. It is Groovy Sophie Planos. I forgot to change the banner right there, but yeah, she's a Groovy Sophie Planos. It's okay. Okay. All right. And up next, with the record of 2 wins. That's music's not playing for some reason. With a record. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. There we go. With a record of 2 wins, 2 defeats, 1 technical knockout. He is the 7th ranked competitor, Colin. Coolin.
What? Oh, dang it. Okay. I had to cover my screen there for a second. We'll work with it. Let's go.
There was a glitch in the matrix right there.
It's all good. There's always something. There's always something.
There's
That
always
was a
something
great
that's going
intro.
on. Google Drive is not allowing me to buffer the music, and that's what happens.
I timed it right too.
Yeah. Oh well, my bad. Anyway, so you guys
I gotta
are
wait
here.
so we can do it again.
Yeah. You guys are here. And you guys have anything to say to the other competitors before we get started and here today's match?
Yeah, I called it Letterbox D. I regretted it as soon as I said it, but
Yeah.
oh geez,
Well,
Kate.
love
I'm
you, Kate.
hosting for her next match. I don't know.
Kate, you're the best.
Yet.
Thank you for believing in me.
Yeah, no, I swear, technical difficulties always happen before the start. I tested everything, it works. As soon as I click the play button on Google Drive, it just the buffer loads. I'm like, well, maybe I cannot trust Google Drive anymore for music. Anyway, you guys have nothing to say. You guys know the rules, but let's just run over it real quick. So as usual, 8 questions, 8 random categories, 15 seconds each. Write it down and read it out loud as we asked for you to reveal. 1 point apiece. If you get the perfect round, you get 1 bonus question, and you have 3 repeats to use for the entirety of the game, as well as a challenge rule as usual. Any question before you get to round number 1?
No.
No? Sophie, you good as well?
We're good.
Okay. So let's get started in Real Trivia Face-Off. All right, so Matthew, why don't you take it away with the first question?
Okay. Your first question is in the category of action adventure. What state does the Bad Boys franchise take place in?
Starting off with a Bad Boys question. I don't think anyone in this league is really a bad boy. Maybe Matt Carnahan, but apart from that.
He tries. He certainly tries.
He tries. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Colin.
Florida. Yeah, there we go.
And Sophie?
I put California, but I should have known better because I live in Florida.
All right. The correct answer is Florida.
Dang it. Oh, this is dishonor on myself, man. Dang.
Yep, early 1 point lead for Colin. Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Question number 2. Category of animated films. Kenneth Branagh and Kevin Kline lend their voices to which 2000 animated film? Yeah, people are loving the mood lighting from Colin. Yeah, Colin really stepped up his game in terms of entrance. I just didn't step up my game in terms of managing technical difficulties in the entrance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if our competitors have it. Pens down, both of you. Sophie, we'll start with you.
I put Road to El Dorado.
And Colin?
Is it? I mean, I put the same thing. I don't know if that's right, but I'd be pretty shocked if it was.
Unfortunately, both of you are correct. It is Road to El Dorado.
You can't do that. You're going to give me a heart attack, man.
I love doing that. One day you guys are going to pay back to me when I play matches. I'm just going to do that throughout the whole game.
Yeah, you're going to get pretty bad. Like, unfortunately, that's correct.
All right, Matthew, let's go with question number 3.
Question is in the category of directors. Who directed Warrior?
Yeah, so people are not agreeing with me. Well, people are saying that Matt is not really a bad boy. I don't think he's a warrior either. I don't exactly know what Matt is, He's just there. We're just bullying Matt on air. He cannot do anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting with Colin.
Is that Mel Gibson?
And Sophie.
I'm not really sure.
I put Gavin O'Connor.
And the correct answer is Gavin O'Connor.
All right, so
I'm
tying it up
always-
right there.
I'm always going to doubt myself when you guys don't say immediately. It's like the correct answer is like,
Yeah, well, they've had to switch it up, and
Yeah,
pretty soon they're
it
just
makes
gonna
it
say, we're not.
it
yeah,
makes it more
I don't know.
interesting.
It does, but it also makes it more stressful. So, especially when you
Right.
know you're right, and then they're like,
Okay. We're trying to tense it up, and yeah, Matt agrees that he is really nothing. He's just there. So, anyway. Question number 4 in the category of Oscar movies. Your question is: which actor has won the most Academy Awards for Best Actor in a Motion Picture with 3 wins to his name? Name the actor. We'll give you 20 seconds for this question.
Beautiful.
Matthew, if you were to be nominated for an Oscar, what category do you think that would be?
Mm,
Being mysterious.
Mysterious.
sound mixing maybe, or
Sound mixing. Interesting answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Sophie again this time.
Kaya Sophie.
Sophie. I almost say Colin.
That's
I choose
fine.
Sophie, so yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
And Colin.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Nice one, Colin.
Both of them getting that right.
Yeah,
right.
we really do know our stuff.
Yeah, I try.
All right. And your next category of horror thriller.
Oh no,
All right, good stuff.
In the
this is all
2020
Colin.
film The Platform, what does the main character bring in as his one object?
Never mind. I always say I know this, and then there's always some obscure film. I mean, this isn't that obscure, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah. There's 2020 films. There is not a lot of those. Saying it here right now. Bad Boys for Life, Best Picture winner. Anyway.
Yeah.
5,
It doesn't have much competition.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Colin.
I don't. That was a complete shot in the dark. Probably not right. A pillow.
And Sophie?
I don't know. I put food. I don't know if
The correct answer is a book.
great.
Mhm.
Kate would love
Who
that.
would bring a book to a platform? Pathetic.
That's a pretty bad idea right there. My idea is much better.
All right. Question number 6 in the category of comedies. No one laughs at this anymore. I'm sad. Anyway. There you go. All right. Your question is: in Clue, who plays Wadsworth the butler?
Oh God.
You know, I don't know if this is true, but I heard, you know how there's multiple endings in this film. I heard in different theaters they play different endings. I don't know if that's true and it aired, but if it's true, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think I've heard that too. I think that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting with Sophie.
Okay, I actually recently did some research on this film. Tim Curry. I think that's
And
correct.
Colin.
Tim Curry. There we go.
Both of them getting that right as well. Tied
I've
at
been-
4 apiece.
I've been meaning to watch this for a while, and I was looking it up like 3
I love
days
it.
ago because my sister loves it. I've never seen it, and I'm like, God, I need to watch this. I remember the guy's name. This is good.
All right. Your next category is in drama. In 8th grade, what word does Kayla say to sign off her YouTube videos?
Matthew, I don't mean to bully you here on air, but I think you misspelled the word 8 in this question. You have like 2 H in the word 8 here. So interesting spelling choice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think-
5, 4, 3. Looks like you didn't pass 8th grade. 2, 1. Pens down. Oh, shots fired by Albert. Anyway, I'll start with Colin.
Gucci.
Sophie.
Gucci.
Yeah, and yeah,
I
both
wasn't
of
even
you
gonna
guys
try
are correct. It is Gucci.
I drew the peace sign. Or I think she does a peace sign. I think maybe it says this. I don't know.
She did that, yeah.
She does something. Yeah, she's
So,
She does something with-
negative 1 point for Sophie for too much detail. No, I'm just kidding.
yes.
I
Let's go.
hate you.
Although we all know the superior sign out is from that very famous YouTuber called Joe Movies. He does like Joe out or something like that. That's like the best sign out I've ever seen. in my
It
whole
is.
life.
It is pretty good.
Definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, the last question is in the category of fantasy / sci-fi. And your question: In the fantasy drama The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, what magazine company does Walter Mitty works for?
Oh my god.
Matthew, if you're able to work for a magazine company, hopefully you don't say the answer to this question, but what magazine company would it be?
I mean, I don't read magazines, so I couldn't tell you.
He would
Surely
read
the
a
film or sound
mysterious
editing
magazine.
Oh wow.
All right.
Or a score magazine or something.
5,
Yeah, exactly.
4, 3. I don't think it exists, but we should make one too. 1.
There's some niche magazines out there.
We'll start with Sophie.
Start with me all the time. Time magazine.
And
Oh, I didn't
Colin?
even mean to say that.
Time.
Both of them is correct. Time magazine is right. So yeah, at the end of round number 1, no perfect round, but very high scoring, 6 apiece as we're tied here at the end of round number 1. What did you think of the first round, Matthew?
Yeah, no, they're super close. They know
Matthew told me it would be hard because Matt Carnahan only got 1 point right when he tested him out of it, and I got really scared.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Sorry to call you out like that. I was just really scared because I thought you knew everything.
Matt's getting called out a lot tonight.
Yeah, Matt's getting called. He's getting bullied on
Stop
there.
it.
He's no
Challenge
longer
my
gonna,
answer.
Matt's no longer going to want to compete in this league anymore after tonight.
Thank you, Cole. Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
Wow.
All right. So yeah, that's round 1. Very, very well done. Once again by both competitors. 6
Thank you.
points apiece.
Shake and bake.
And yeah, as we move on to round number 2, Matthew, why don't you read the rules as I set up the wheel here for us to share screen?
All right. Yeah, in round number 2, you're gonna get a chance to spin the wheel, and if you don't like your first spin, you can respin it, but then you can't spin again. And if you land on opponent's choice, you have to keep that. You get 4 questions from each category, and each question is worth 2 points unless you decide you want multiple choice, which then it will drop down to 1 point. Opponents may steal if you give the incorrect answer.
All right. So hopefully no incidents like what happened the other night happen here today for the particular round. But yeah, let's get started with since we're tied and Colin is the higher ranked competitor, I'll ask Colin first. Do you want to spin first or do you want to defer to Sophie?
I'm gonna defer.
Defer. All right. And so yeah, today's wheel we have Robert Downey Jr., horror movies, comedies, Steven Spielberg, MCU, Denis Villeneuve, scores and soundtracks, war movies, Pixar movies, and Cameron Diaz, and of course the spinners and opponents' choice. So Sophie, here is your spin, and it will land on spinner's choice. All right. So Sophie, feel free to pick what you want.
I'll go with Pixar. Playing it safe.
Pixar. All right. Matthew, do you want to read the questions? Pixar for Sophie.
Okay, let me pull it up. Okay, your first question in Pixar. How does Ernesto de la Cruz die in Coco?
He gets crushed by a bell.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question is, what color do Bruce's eyes turn into when he smells blood in Finding Nemo?
Black.
That is correct for another 2 points.
You're just stressing me out.
Next question. What wild animal does Jack Jack fight in the backyard in Incredibles 2?
A raccoon.
That is correct for 2 points. Your final question in Pixar. In Onward, what kind of snack does Ian grow so that they can ride on it like a ship?
A giant Cheeto puff thing? Will you accept that?
We'll take that.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So perfect round 2 right there for Sophie, not preventing any steals, going all perfect, 8 for 8 possible points at the end of the spin. And we will go to Colin's spin here, as Colin, here is your spin, and it will land on.
Can I also get spinner's choice? That'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah, that works too.
Horror
dude,
movie.
Congratulations.
Do you want to spin again for spinner's choice, or you want to stick with horror?
No. I'm gonna take
Take the
it, even
horror,
though
man. This is your
horror's
category.
been kind of eluding me lately, which makes you kind of nervous. But we'll stick
If
with
it makes
I
you
can at
feel
least-
better, if you get it wrong, I'll probably get it wrong too. I know nothing about horror.
We'll see. If
All
I might go multiple choice, and I can probably get it from there. But we'll see. All right, let's
Okay.
go.
You ready, Colin?
Yeah.
Okay, so your 4 questions in horror. Here you go. The film Freddy vs. Jason took place in which state?
Are you serious? All right. It's like multiple choice. Maybe multiple choice. Yeah.
A. Illinois, B. Indiana, C. Ohio, D. Idaho.
All Midwest except for one. Gosh, yeah, I'm just gonna go Idaho. I don't know. Idaho. D. Idaho.
Idaho. That is
Idaho.
incorrect for a 1-point steal, Sophie. Is
I'll
give you the options again.
Yeah.
A. Illinois, B. Indiana, C. Ohio, D. Idaho.
Let's go for Indiana. Rep Purdue. I don't know.
Incorrect. The answer was Ohio, so missing the steal opportunity.
Told you, man. I don't know anything.
Question number 2.
It's all good.
Okay, Colin, you ready for the next question?
Yep.
Okay. Question number 2. Who played as policeman Edward Malice in 2006 Wicker Man?
I know one actor in this film, and in the interest of attempting to make up for lost points, Nicolas Cage.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yep.
Nice.
Question number 3. Who played as Dalton Lambert, the kid who was haunted by ghosts and spirits in Insidious?
Oh, this kid. Shoot. I'll know it when I hear it. Go multiple choice.
Multiple choice, okay. A. Andrew Astor, B. Nick Robinson, C. Ty Simpkins, D. Cameron Boyce.
Iron Man 3 kid. C. Tyson kids or whatever. C. Just C. I'm not going to try and mispronounce it.
That is correct for 1 point.
Don't make my mistake.
And
I'm infamous for mispronouncing.
And your final question in horror movies is: Who directed the 2016 film A Cure for Wellness?
Oh my God. You've chosen, well, I've seen Insidious, but you've chosen literally every movie I haven't seen. Multiple choice. I might know when I hear it.
A. J.A. Bayona, B. Colin Trevorrow, C. Gore Verbinski, D. Joachim Roning.
Shoot. C.
C, is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct for 1 point. All right.
Those
so
were hard. Those
before-
were hard. Those were hard.
Okay. Yeah. Before we move on to the third round, real quick, there has been some debacle in the live chat, and I do notice it. And I think I misread the answer. But can you guys show us again your answer if you still have it? The answer for question 8, the Walter Mitty question. Do you still have it on your paper?
Yeah.
I
Did you
erased
erase
it.
already? Okay, but
I mean, it was-
did both of you answer Time Magazine?
Yeah.
Okay, that is incorrect. The answer is Life Magazine. We have it Life Magazine in the question doc. For some reason, I saw Time and then I thought it was correct.
I
But
mean,
the
if
actual
we
answer is
both
Life
got it
Magazine.
wrong.
Yeah, we
it's
both got it
fine.
wrong. Just both lose a
It doesn't
point,
make a difference.
Yeah, just to let you guys know. So yeah, we're reducing 1 point apiece from each of you for that final.
That's
question.
fine.
Just to address that.
No, I just remembered it was 4 letters. That's all I remember. I was like, oh, time.
Yeah, I don't know,
No,
Matthew. You didn't. Did you notice that I made that mistake?
Oh,
yeah.
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 No, it's fine because me and Colin answered the same, so it's like
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
So yeah, at the end of round 2, with that, after that boat spin, after the no steals in that round as well, and after minusing that 1 point from round 1, so a current score update is Colin with 9 points and Sophie with 13. As we move on to round number 3, and round number 3, as usual, is the pick your poison round. Basically, you'll basically pick a number between 1 to 20, 3 numbers. We will reveal the categories that it corresponds to, and then you can pick which category you want for which point value. It will correspond to 2, 3, and 5. There are no stealing, no multiple choice. You guys still have all your repeats, and you guys still have all your challenge. So if you need to use that, go ahead. And yeah, any question before we go to round number 3?
Ready.
All right then. So, well, since Sophie, you're in the lead, please pick 3 numbers between 1 to 20.
3, 5, 7.
3, 5, 7, and Colin.
15, 9, and 18.
15, 9, and 18. Okay, we'll reveal the categories for Colin first. Colin pick 15, 9, and 18. And 15 corresponds to thrillers. 9 corresponds to Catherine Bigelow.
All right.
And 18 corresponds to Christian Bale. And we'll reveal the one for Sophie while you think about how you want to arrange that. So Sophie, you pick 3, 5, and 7. 3 corresponds to fantasy sci-fi. 5 corresponds to Disney animation.
Oh yeah.
And 7 corresponds to young adult adaptation. YA adaptation. For newer categories as well.
All right.
So we'll go to Colin first. How would you like to arrange your point value?
In ascending order of points, Catherine Bigelow, Christian Bale, thriller.
Bigelow, Christian Bale, and thriller. And Sophie?
Let's go. Hold on. Let's go fantasy sci-fi for 2, YA adaptation for 3, and Disney for 5.
All right. Since I asked the question earlier to Colin, Matthew, go ahead and ask the questions for Colin in round 3.
Your 2-point question on Catherine Bigelow, right?
Yeah.
Which Star Wars actor played as Captain Alexei Vostrikov, the commanding officer in K-19, The Widowmaker?
Donald Gleason. I don't know. Donald Gleason.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was Harrison Ford.
Okay, so yeah, the score is still 9 to 13. So how many point difference is that? That's 4 points.
Yeah, I need the 5-pointer.
So yeah.
Of course.
All right. Your 3-point question in Christian Bale is: what character does Christian Bale voice in Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle?
Oh man.
You do have 3 repeats if you need it.
So that Andy Serkis one.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right. What character does Christian Bale voice in Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle?
Are you looking for a character name, or can I just say an animal?
We need the character name.
We're looking for
Okay,
the
yeah, I'm not gonna
5,
get that. Probably the Puma, Panther, whatever.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No
Puma,
answer.
Puma, Panther, whatever. Yeah.
No, the correct answer is Bagheera.
Bagheera.
That's the Panther, right?
It is a panther.
You were
Yeah,
on the right track.
I couldn't think of the name.
All right,
Okay,
so
so now
it
we're
might
down
come
to
it
the-
might come down to this, to the final 5-pointer. Since the current score is still 9-13, if Colin gets this, we'll throw it back to Sophie. If not, then Sophie will win by technical knockout over Colin here today. So Matthew, would you take it away with that?
Okay. Your 5-point question in Thriller. Who directed the 2000s disaster thriller, The Perfect Storm?
And he still have 2 repeats if he needs to use it.
Yeah, repeat the
5.
question.
Okay.
Who directed the 2000s disaster thriller, The Perfect Storm?
Damn, another TKO. All right.
5,
Repeat the
4.
question.
Okay, that's his last one.
All right. Let's repeat. Who directed the 2000s disaster thriller, The Perfect Storm?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Louis Bowl. Final answer.
and your winner by way of technical knockout, it is Groovy Sophie Planos. Matthew, what was the answer to the question?
The correct answer is the legendary Wolfgang Peterson.
Wolfgang Peterson.
So, yep. That is the match final score of 9-13, technical knockout win by Sophie Planos, as we'll put them backstage one moment and we'll talk to them individually. So, Matthew, what do you think of that match?
No, that was a great match. You know, they were really close in round 1, and then round 2, Colin struggled a little bit in his round, but yeah, no, the overall was really fun match.
Yeah. And yeah, why don't you take it away with the interview with Sophie first, and I'm gonna try to put the stats and whatnot. But yeah, let's let Sophie and you lead the way with the questions. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you feeling right now?
I'm excited, but I'm kind of sad for Colin. I really wanted some round 3 questions. I've never had a TKO, so I feel empty. But no, Colin did put up a great fight. It was so close round 1. I was so excited. We basically got like all the we got the same answers right. Or no, I think I missed Florida, but he missed another one. But it was still really close, and I got really lucky in the spin. The wheel was very nice to me. I'm happy. The wheel has always been nice to me, thankfully. And I was debating whether to go for Pixar or MCU, but then I remembered, Pixar is just the safe one for me because I know basically everything about Pixar, and it helped. I got a good lead, and I feel Colin. They did him. They said in the chat they did him dirty. Those questions, couldn't answer them. So I feel excited. Yeah, I'm moving on. Matthew, if you beat Owen, I will play you, and I will beat you.
Yeah. We'll see.
I don't know. I probably won't.
I'll see if I can beat Owen first.
Yeah, that's interesting. If Owen wins, it'll be a rematch. He'll come back for blood.
But yeah, you went perfect in that Pixar round, and that was an amazing performance from that, and you just proved to be quite the monster once again in terms of, I don't know if you got lucky in your spin every time, but your accuracy rate in terms of round 2 is quite amazing. You've only missed a total of hold on, that is not the you've only missed a total of 2 questions in round 2 lifetime.
Wow.
And your accuracy rate increased by 17% after today's match.
Wait, what's my accuracy rate?
Right now your accuracy rate is 67%. So yeah.
Oh, okay, overall accuracy rate. I thought just for round 2.
Oh no, for round 2, you are currently, you've had 16 questions and you got 14 of them correct.
Oh my
So
god.
that's pretty impressive for
Round
for
2 has
round
been
2.
nice to me. I'm not gonna say anything bad. Like it's only been like I've gotten really lucky with that one. So it's only a matter of time where it's gonna bite me in the butt, and I don't know when that's gonna happen.
Maybe it will be against Matthew's match. I don't know.
Oh gosh, don't say that. Don't jinx it. It's gonna happen, and then I'm gonna yell at you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, let's. I put some. I asked the live chat to see if they have any questions, and here's from Kate. Here, there's a question. Matthew, why don't you read it?
Yeah. So, were you nervous about YA adaptations, even though you didn't get the question?
No, I was excited to get a question from YA adaptations because I've seen quite a bit of YA movies.
Mhm.
Maybe I don't remember all of them, but I really wanted a question from a YA adaptation because it's a new category, and I was like, "Ooh, cool! I'll put it at 3."
Yeah.
Because fantasy sci-fi can go hit or miss for me. That's why I put it at 2.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I guess we'll never know.
Well, yeah. Now, you know. Well, you don't know exactly who you're facing, but you're going to be facing either Owen, who's in the live chat, or Matthew. So do you have a preference, or are you worried against one of them?
Obviously, I really want to face Matthew, but that's basically like a guaranteed loss for me because I know he'll beat me. But if I play Owen, that'd be fun because we got really close in that 3-way match, and it'd be fun to rematch him, or he'll be out for blood. So that'd be fun, but kind of want to play Matthew, see how well I can do against him.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see. I think Owen just said I'll be nervous if I can get a rematch. So yeah. I mean, people are excited to see if Sophie does end up with Owen. I mean, facing up against each other. So that will be interesting here.
Yeah. No,
Right,
the bracket, it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be a great tournament. Like matches all seem really awesome, and I don't know. It's free for all, honestly. Like anything can happen. That round 2 is nasty to people, especially
Yeah.
Miriam. I feel for you. You've gotten opponent's choice too many times. I don't know if she's in the live chat, but I had to shout her out.
Yes, that round 2 is really make or break for most people. But yeah, is there anything else that you would like to say to either Colin or someone in the live chat or anything like that? Us before we.
Kate, thank you so much for just rooting for me. You're my #1 fan. Also, Colin, he put up a great fight. I feel bad that he didn't get the questions he knew, but he did his best. I did my best. I got lucky in round 2. I don't know. He's a great competitor.
Yeah, he absolutely is. But yeah, with this win, you're going to move on to the tournament. So congratulations once again,
Thank
Sophie.
you.
And yeah, we'll talk to you again soon.
Awesome.
All right. So once again, Matthew, take it away with the interview with Colin first, and I'll chime in as soon as I add in the stats.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the loser of this match.
Yep. How it goes.
How are you feeling after this?
I don't know. I mean, that horror round was pretty bad for me. I haven't seen 3 out of those 4 films, and
yeah.
I don't tend to memorize child actors. Obviously, I knew it when I heard it, but I don't know. I think I need to branch out a little more because I've been doing mostly mainstream horror, and I really I need to finish the Friday the 13th and the Nightmare on Elm Street series, and then I need to branch out a little more because getting that platform question right would have helped. And then obviously, I guess it wouldn't have mattered in the end since I needed a perfect score in round 2 to not lose this based off my round 3 performance. So I'm not feeling too awful. I don't know. I put up a good fight round 1, round 3, not much you can do there. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess that's wise. You did say that through your round 3 performance hasn't been the best. But as an overall game, your accuracy rate is still pretty good. You only dropped by 1% overall from the previous matches. But yeah, it's I don't know how you train up for round 3 because some of those questions are just all over the place. But it's I guess that's like one part of your game that you can try to improve if you figure out how to do that. But yeah,
Yeah, I definitely need to for the future. Hopefully, I get to play again eventually sometime. Well, but no, I'll have to figure that out because it's been kicking my ass every time.
yeah. Cole Sanders from the live chat have the question to Colin. Do you feel you should have used your 3 repeats in round 2 instead of waiting for round 3?
No, I was.
Even the Ty Simpkins question, because I thought you might
Nope.
have that if you had to
No.
repeat.
I had Iron Man 3 kid, couldn't place a name. Would have never gotten the cure for wellness director. And I watched the dead meat video for Jason versus Freddy or Freddy versus Jason, but I wouldn't remember it Ohio.
Okay.
I guess it might have helped with Ty Simpkins. That would have been a long shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, with today's loss, you are currently out of the summer tournament. So you won't be participating in a real trivia face-off like a regular match. Although if there are like exhibition match opening, you might be able to play for that.
Yeah, that's why I signed up to host because I was pretty nervous about this match. I still get to be involved a little bit. So
yeah, you will be co-hosting for a future match. But having said that, now that you're currently looking at it from like outside the picture of the tournament, is there anyone that you want to root for going all the way now to face off against the current champion Lil Naganachik at the end of the summer?
I'm gonna go by sides. Owen's always had my back. Former Shake and Bake rep. I want to see him try and beat Matthew because he's had a rough break and he finally had a win, and I'd like to see him go pretty far. And then on the left side, I'd like to see Cole, another Shake and Bake rep, go pretty far.
Yeah, those two competitors have quite a tough first round matchup. But if they can go far, they are definitely underdogs. Their stats, their record did not represent how well they played. But yeah, they are definitely a dark horse to root for in this tournament. So yeah, Colin, is there anything else that you want to say to either your competitor or anyone in the live chat or to us as co-hosts? Anything?
Thanks to everybody who was rooting for me out there. I don't think I did too bad overall, so hopefully I didn't let you down. And to Sophie, obviously a great game, perfect round 2, which is always pretty cool to see. And then we were neck and neck for a decent amount of the match. So congrats, good job on your win. Hope to see you go further in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, Colin, with that, and we'll see you eventually. We don't know when, but yeah. Well, you'll be co-hosting, so I'll see you then.
Because it's co-hosting soon, so see you guys.
Yeah. All right. So Matthew, what did you think of the interview? What did you think of the match?
Yeah, no, that was a great, really exciting match performance by both. Both did really great. So.
Yeah, I think Sophie really cemented herself once again. The wheel favored them, both of them, but the horror, I guess, is just way more broad than Pixar, and it really didn't hit the part of horror that Colin would like. But yeah, now we notice that Sophie is advancing, and she's going to be either facing you or Owen, and that's going to be very interesting. We are already starting to see this round 2 matchup forming. The right side of the bracket is happening, of course. We're gonna be seeing, the date is still trying to be determined. We're trying to figure out the dates here. But we're going to be seeing Andrew Just and Cole Sanders next week, as well as Aiden Benson and yours truly, the Arsenal. So we'll be seeing that next week.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a bloodbath.
In both matches.
Yeah, Cole Sanders is ready for his match next week. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have anything else to say to the competitors, to the live chat before we wrap this whole thing up?
No, that's it.
Yeah, I think this has been a great match. Thank you for being a great question writer and great co-host.
You.
And thank you for everyone in the live chat. Thank you for Sophie and Colin for competing to their best maximum effort today's match. And yeah, this has been another Real Trivia Face-Off Round 1 matchup. I have been Albert Viradharma and my co-host Matthew Chen. This has been another, once again, Real Trivia Face-Off, and we'll see you next week with another Round 1 match, but either between Andrew, the Wilder Person, Just versus Cole, the Cryptic Cole Sanders, or the Arsenal Albert Radharma versus Aiden the Beast Benson. That will be next week. So thank you guys once again, and until next time in Real